my students, happy Wednesday. I have some exciting news to share. This week is Promotion Sunday. Do you know what that means? That means you're moving up to your new grade level. So within the next week, you or your parents should hear from your new small group leaders and co-leaders. They'll give you information, let you get to know them, and also let you know when your group is going to meet digitally until we can meet in person, which is coming soon. But today we're going to wrap up our series called Big Picture. We've been talking about this man named Joseph, and God had this great vision for Joseph. But there were some big events that happened in Joseph's life. His brothers sold him into slavery. Then his master's wife basically accused him of sleeping with her, which then wound up in jail. But then he ends up in Pharaoh's household. And that's where we're gonna pick up this story. It's basically that Joseph had his dream come to life. And so we're in this story. We're going to pick up in Genesis chapter 45, starting in verse 1. It says, "Then Joseph could no longer control himself before all his attendants, and he cried out, 'Have everyone leave my presence.' So there was no one with Joseph when he made himself known to his brothers. And he wept so loudly that the Egyptians heard him, and Pharaoh's household heard about it. Joseph said to his brothers, 'I am Joseph. Is my father still living?' But his brothers were not able to answer him, because they were terrified at his presence. Then Joseph said to his brothers, 'Come close to me.' When they had done so, he said, 'I am your brother Joseph, the one you sold into Egypt. And now do not be distressed. Do not be angry with yourselves for selling me here, because it was to save lives that God sent me ahead of you.'" Wow. I don't know about you, but that's definitely probably not the first thing I would want to say to my brothers if I saw them years later after they tried to kill me or sell me into slavery. But Joseph is like, "No, don't distress. See, God had a plan. He sent me here on purpose to save our people." And to the point where this is where Joseph set out a provision for his brothers. So down in verse 10, it says, "You shall live in the region of Goshen and be near me, you, your children and grandchildren, your flocks and herds, and all you have. I will provide for you there, because 5 years of famine are still to come. Otherwise, you and your household and all you who belong to you will become destitute." Not only did Joseph say, "Don't be angry," but he wanted to provide for his brothers because he knew what was coming. See, forgiveness can be hard. When we don't know the big picture, we've had a lot of circumstances hit us that leave us feeling down or questioning or right out just hurt. Forgiveness isn't always the first thing that comes to mind. But what we can learn in the story and how it ends is that when we don't see the big picture, when you don't see the big picture right now in your life or your circumstance or whatever situation you have going on, you can choose to forgive, because God has forgiven us. Just as Joseph forgave his brothers, we can choose to forgive. Maybe it's forgiving a sibling. Maybe they broke something of yours, they stole something of yours. Maybe it's forgiving a parent. Or maybe it's forgiving a friend who's hurt you. I don't know what that is. But whatever situation you're in that you feel like you can't see the outcome, you can't see the other end right now, choose to forgive. So that wraps up our series. We're going to start our fall series next week, so I hope you'll tune in with us. We're also going to be starting back Zoom meetings tonight. Yes, this Wednesday at 6:30. So Make sure to tune into our Instagram. We'll have the link on there. So I hope you have a great week. See you next week. Bye, Midway students.